Welcome to Flash 23 with your host, The Flash himself, and the guest star, Josh. Now, today, some of the talking points will be 2020 as a whole, the coronavirus, Dream Girl, and TikTok to round it out. Now, 2020 as a whole, it's been a rough year so far. You know, coronavirus hit us recently, and that has just tore the world apart. You know, thousands are dead, and hundreds of thousands are infected as of the making of this video. I don't know what's so funny about it. But, you know, it's just been a rough year, and I think that the coronavirus is going to get worse. And thankfully, the death toll, the percentage-wise anyhow, isn't very high. So,
probably one of the most important deaths that we should probably say is Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, but he didn't die with the coronavirus, you know.
Yeah, I know. It was at the very beginning of the year, January. January was probably the worst month.
Okay, yeah,
sure.
Yeah, okay. So we had the Iran war in January, but okay, here's the thing about Kobe Bryant's death. This is completely off topic from the coronavirus, but he died, and everyone on social media posted stuff about Kobe's death. You know, from rip Kobe, you're such an inspiration, a role model to me, blah 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 blah. Now, we live in Wisconsin, and there are very few Laker fans. You know, most people are Buck fans. You know, we're in Western Wisconsin, so some Timberwolves fans. There was no reason for people to really post that much about Kobe. You know, people don't have a relationship. You know, it was all about attention for a lot of people because a lot of people, especially of our generation, didn't watch Kobe in his prime. A lot of people didn't care, they cared about Kobe, but they didn't care that much to post stuff on Instagram about him. You know. And everyone posted about him and rip him and his daughter. And well, yes, I rest in peace, Kobe and your daughter. It's not as big of a deal as everyone made it out to be, especially people in Wisconsin that had very few relations to him, and they didn't know. I don't understand why people thought they had the need to talk about something that really didn't relate to them. And I mean, I do understand he was a big influence and a great basketball player and all that, but I think a lot of it was fit the social norm and for attention.
Yeah. Like with Kobe, Juice WRLD, the rapper who also died, there were like memes and stuff made about him because that's what we do with the coronavirus, memes, anything memes. But with Kobe, I barely saw any memes. Like there was probably 2 that came up. So Kobe was like a very important role, and people knew that he was special, and so people didn't feel the need to do memes just because they wanted him to rest in peace.
Yeah. Now on the next subject, starting also with 2020, we had the Iran the Iran war nearly happened and World War III, and it was a very scary time for Americans missing the world because the World War III almost happened, and I think that was the closest Americans of this generation have felt to coming to a war of high magnitude. I mean, sure, we've had war on terror, but that really does not compare to having, a war against Iran, against a country that is, for lack of a better term, modern and strong, a country that could actually kill hundreds of thousands of Americans, whereas we haven't gotten to a war that's really been that deadly to Americans recently. And the war on terror, it doesn't cost too many American lives, but if we went to World War III, it would have caused catastrophic damage to the world and would have been a nuclear war. So I think that the fact that we avoided that was a very good thing, and things have really died down over there.
Yeah, like with the whole thing, like, it was weird, because I honestly don't really care about politics and anything with that, but, like, I feel like Trump handled that pretty well, and, like,
yeah, I'd say so.
The one thing that Iran really messed up on was, like, they shot down that plane on accident, because they thought it was, like, to attack them. That did not help them. I thought it was, like, all a joke on, like, how World War III was going to start. But then after that happened, I thought it was, like, really about to get serious, and then I thought there was actually going to be World War III. Thankfully, it didn't happen, because looking back on, like, World War II, on how so many deaths happened, I don't think we really needed that, like, with the Kobe death and everything that happened. Like, Kobe was after that, right?
Yeah, it's about the same time.
Yeah. But, like, with everything, if the World War would have happened, and then Kobe and everything, it would have been, because we're at a rough spot right now on how, like, everything is all playing out. But if World War III would have happened, we would have had to focus on that a lot more than the things that are happening now. Like a world war and like a plague, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. Now back to the coronavirus. It's affected both the average civilian and the sports world itself, and as well as the economic aspect of the world. You know, China is the leading probably exporter in the world of basically almost everything there is, and with their economy being absolutely torn by this, major cities, nothing's coming out of China anymore. It's going to affect, I think, the world's economy long term if this keeps up. And thankfully, though, China is getting a wrap on the corona, so
yeah, it's all going up.
yeah, it might not actually have the big of an impact, as it hasn't really, at least in America, that much of an impact. Sure, the stock market has dropped recently, but that doesn't really affect day-to-day lives. Toilet paper means bought out.
Yeah, what is up with that?
Yeah, I don't
toilet
know.
paper.
You would think
being
food,
sold out.
toilet paper.
Yeah, like.
I mean, there's been a lot of memes on that one, but I mean, it's been weird. And
on Facebook the other day, I saw it was a half a bottle of hand sanitizer being sold for $50.
yeah, a lot of people making memes on hand sanitizer and soap. And I know the coronavirus is very serious, but the memes are pretty funny. As serious stuff has funny memes. But in all seriousness, though, I saw a social media post the other day of how Zion Williamson was going to pay all the salaries of the workers for the Pelicans. They work at the stadium over the next 30 days. And I'm looking at this in one of two ways. Either, and he's claimed that it was because, they welcome him really nicely, and, obviously he's had a great season, one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen. But the thing about that is I either look at that and say, wow, most people look at this at the same way I'm looking at it is, wow, what a nice guy. That's very respectable and, all that. But there's another way I started to think about this was, and I'm not saying this is the way, or the reason he did it, but I know it's happened before with people. They do this a lot, especially really popular people and with a lot of influence and stuff. Did he do this, though, just to, look good and get good with social media? Or did he do this out of the kindness of his heart? No one can really say. I'm not a basketball fanatic, it's not a sport I play, and but I still follow the NBA pretty closely, but I don't know all them, exactly how nice of a guy he is. It seems like he's a pretty nice guy, so I do hope this is actually out, because he's really kind and nice and wants to do this. I hope it's not just a publicity stunt, and yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think the sport that has been affected the most this year in 2020 is definitely basketball, with Kobe and then coronavirus shutting it down completely. It completely shut down March Madness, which has turned into March Sadness.
Yeah.
Back on the coronavirus, it's weird because schools are shutting down. It's like turning into the apocalypse and stuff. But it's like it's not even as bad as the flu, because the flu affects way more people each year than the coronavirus. But
yeah, but now people have said the thing with the flu and how it's like the same percent of people die. Here's the thing, though. They talk about how many more people die from the flu than they have the coronavirus. My question is, has any one of you, watching this, have you ever met personally or know someone personally that you knew died from the flu? I don't know anyone who's died from the flu. The coronavirus, though, I don't know anyone either, but that's the thing. I don't know. You okay there, buddy? And, yeah. I don't know anyone who, though, has died from the flu. So, I do think the coronavirus is probably worse than the flu. Because, the flu, they have, stuff to get rid of the flu and prevent it. They have nothing against the coronavirus. Well, it is not very deadly, but to elderly people, it's a lot more deadly. And,
yeah, Tom Hanks got it, and he's how old is he? Like 60?
63, I think. And his wife got it, too. And, the fact that they got it, but then it came out, back to the NBA, that Mitchell and Rudy Gobert both got it.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert.
Gobert?
Yeah, Gobert, whatever.
Gobert.
Whatever his last name is, shut up. I don't, yeah. But, how he was messing around and, touching speakers and stuff as a joke. And then he got 2 teams quarantined inside a gym. That's kind of messed up, but it's that shows you shouldn't joke about this, and now you should actually take it seriously.
Yeah, because think about if Rudy Gobert or Donovan Mitchell died from this.
Yeah.
that would be ginormous, and I can't imagine that happening. And I don't think it will, but if it does happen, I think that the world itself, and not in sports world, fans of their team and basketball players and fans in general will take it more seriously. I think the whole world will, because so far no one of I hate to say it this way, but I don't know how else to say it, of significance has died from it. And I think because of that, it's not taken as seriously as it would have been if someone like that would have died, or Tom Hanks or his wife dies. I think it would have a huge impact. And I think now back to the schools thing that, a lot of state schools are shutting down. I don't think the schools right now are the problem, but I know for a fact that if a kid got infected and went to school, it would be one of the most worst breakouts of any virus of history, because how many kids would get infected in one day alone would be insane.
Yeah, and how the coronavirus can. So say if I'm sitting here and you're right there, I don't even have to touch you or do anything. It can just spread to you.
Yeah.
And you don't even notice it within 48 hours. Is that what it is?
You don't show symptoms for a day or two, and but to my knowledge, I don't think any kid who's gone to school or whatever has had the coronavirus, which is a great thing, at least not in America, and because I think if it would, we'd hear a lot more cases. But schools are shutting down, and I do think it's a good precaution. But the thing is, though, for Wisconsin, for example, they're closed from March 16th to April 3rd, or I think it's April 6th, and 3 weeks or whatever. What happens though if after let's say 1 week, this virus goes down, or they find a cure or something like that?
Nah, what I know is it's 4 years for the vaccine to be approved. It has to be made, and then it has to be approved by the actual doctors. So it takes a long time to be approved to actually.
Yeah, but if they find something though that can make it so it basically doesn't kill you for the severe cases, and they find us, let's say in a week from now, what was the point then of canceling for 3 weeks? How can you say for 3 weeks? I think it should be by a week-to-week basis, and the governor of Wisconsin canceled it for 3 weeks, mandatory. And the thing is, though, we live in, western Wisconsin, and there is not a case that I know of within 100 miles minimum of where we live. So, it doesn't make sense to cancel the whole state, because, there's parts of the state that have no one near them. And it's great for us, obviously, not going to school, but, it's just, I think it was a little premature, and, I don't know why he had to do the whole state. I think he should have done counties or areas where...
Yeah, the place where it's more infected.
Yeah. I don't know what the point of going to the whole state was, but... let's go to the next topic. TikTok. What is your opinion on TikTok?
TikTok. I mean, it evolved from Musical.ly.
Yeah.
And how Musical.ly is that was weird. How people do those weird fast motion things.
Yeah, and they're still there. They're just not as well known.
Yeah, and then now TikTok's famous TikTokers Charlie D'Amelio, Lil Huddy. Let's see. Other people, they're famous. It's weird how they can get fame off of an app. If people get famous off of there, they don't know an actual work ethic. All they do is dancing in front of a phone. Charlie D'Amelio, same age as us, 15, and yet she's making about over millions a year now because of a dance, because she's dancing in front of her phone.
Yeah, but I think we know why she's getting paid those millions of dollars. I think we all know why. It has nothing to do with any talent or anything like that. That's all God-given. Anyhow, TikTok though, I've heard some people talk about this though, how everyone's loved TikTok back now, and when it was Musical.ly, everyone hated it. It's the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. Let's get something clear right now. Well, you can do the same thing. TikTok now is a meme app. Let's be real, boys. It is the best meme app out there, and it is hilarious. Whereas in the day though, it was literally just dancing, and there is some people that dance out there, and for those people, I just ask you, why? Just please get off TikTok. Go get yourself checked for. Yeah, corona. Test positive, preferably. It's just, I don't know
Be
why.
one of the cases.
Yeah. You know what? You can just go in isolation. We don't like you. You're not needed. Get help, bud. Now for the last topic, dream girl. Please, Josh, tell us. Describe your dream girl. I want personality. I want looks. I want everything. Go.
Alright, so my dream girl probably bright blue eyes, someone nice personality, but like not treats you as a kid, like not treat you like a kid, not treat you like a adult, like your age, and
Wait, how old?
my age.
12?
Yeah. Yeah. I want a solid 7-year-old. Alright, hold on. Let me put this into detail. I'd say about this size, and
This size what exactly?
like, wait,
Wait, what?
they have sizes?
Size what? Size for what? Come on, tell us
What
what.
do you mean, what size?
So, what are we talking about?
Oh, okay. Wait. How do you say them? Like B cup?
B cup?
Egg is it like A
Like,
cup?
like for like boob sizes?
Nah,
for
for a
bra?
chicken wing size. Yeah.
No, why didn't you say that? There's like A cup, B cup, C cup, I think. D cup, and then it's
D
like
cup.
then it's like F cup, I think. After that, which is like
I want a Z cup.
like the big cup. So you want someone who's just big chunkus, you know?
No.
We're talking.
I think like this. Not humongous like a watermelon, not like a.
So like your mom. Okay. 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 Anyhow. Okay. I'll tell you my dream girl. Okay, we're
Oh,
talking.
isn't done yet.
We're talking.
no,
we're talking.
no.
We're talking someone like 4'10" ish.
Oh, I thought you were about to say someone forward.
No, 4'10" ish. We need someone who's about.
She's shorter than me.
Yeah, we know you're a midget. Now, okay, we're talking about someone who's about 4'10". I consider this the fun size group, and
The fun size.
this is the group of, height-wise that, they're the ones you have the fun with, You can show up to, and you can, okay, here's the thing, not only are they fun to be around with and hang out with and, do stuff with, they're fun because you can go into, stuff and be like a midget. Now, you got the height and the difference, and I'm 6'3" right now, and it's just great. And, I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of fun, but the best part of it is, it's nothing about the sex. It's not about that, guys. The best part about having a 4'10" lady is shaking on her off the kids menu. That is it. You save money.
Date an 8-year-old.
I am not a perv, thank you. Now, unlike you, I don't want to date a woman that has the same tit size as my mom. So I'm looking for someone like D cup. You understand me, man?
That is your mom.
No. Mom's not that big. No. I know you've experienced there, but personally, that's just my lady. I preferably blonde hair, nice ass.
Nah, I think more like a like light brown. I mean, blondes are pretty cute, but like,
light
you hear blonde jokes like how blondes
dirty
are
blonde or
dumb.
blonde? They're dumb. Yeah, a stereotype.
Why did the blonde walk into the bar? She couldn't see where she was going.
Yeah, you're real funny, man. No. Blondes are the hottest thing out there. Same with dirty blonde. Now, what is the worst hair color?
Pink. Oh no, blue.
Natural.
Oh, natural. Red.
Red, yeah, agreed. Now, okay. Now on to dyed hair color. Dyed hair color.
Blue.
No. Stuff tells you though. Oh, okay. This is the depressed phases. If they dye your hair blonde or white, they're not quite depressed. Maybe they're a little sad. Maybe they're a little off edge, but they're not necessarily full on depressed.
If you dye your hair white, you want to look like your great grandma.
But it's not the worst thing though. No. Here we go on. Now, if you dye your hair like multiple colors, like depression alert. Now, or lesbian. That's or bisexual. Those are the options. I know you're into that kind of stuff. But now, if they dye their hair, if they dye their hair green, they're on another level. They're 10 out of 10, then, baby. They're wood smash 10 out of 10.
Greens aren't actually that bad, but if it's like light blue, those are the people who think there's more than 56 genders.
Yeah, you're right, because there's only 55. Now, personally, I think the best dyed hair color, the most smexy stuff out there, you gotta tap. I think, personally, it gotta be purple. It gotta be. Purple, bro. Purple with pink highlights.
Nah, the pink highlights ruins it.
The highlights makes the chick.
That's a
defining feature.
Brown hair, but then, like, purple stripe.
Purple stripe?
Yes.
Are you high?
Nah,
Whatever you're smoking,
purple
I need.
and then pink. Oh, me too. What do you got?
Bro, okay, I'm only on crack. How about you?
Marijuini.
Marijuini?
Marijuini.
Just kidding. I don't do drugs. I'm not like this kid.
Me
No.
neither.
It's been a blast. I'm afraid we're out of time, guys. I think you guys should have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Don't get infected by the coronavirus unless you post TikToks that are stupid and not memes. Have a good night.